Hey guys, this is what say ye. Do you remember Tamron Hall and Al Roker, who was on NBC in the morning show in the 9 o'clock spot? That was basically doing very well. And do you remember when Megyn Kelly basically came on the scene when I think President Trump was being debating, and all of that basically took place on first. Kelly and Megyn was on Fox, and then basically Kelly basically really had a viewership over there, and over there with Fox, her viewership was basically pretty high and everything, because we basically know that Fox is a racist, channel. We know that they really don't really care about certain issues and certain concerns. So that was a reason why that Melly, Megyn Kelly was basically with Fox, is because of her views uh, on a lot of things and a lot of issues. Now, Megan became very popular when she basically I believe she was the host or the commentator for the debate that Donald Trump was in about 2 years ago. Now we see that Megan Kelly is in the hot seat. Well, she's no longer in the hot seat because the hot seat is cool now. Basically, what happened is that Wednesday, I believe it was Wednesday, allegedly it was Wednesday, that Megan had basically a debate on what kind of costume is considered okay. And apparently, Megan made a specific statement saying that she remembers when she was in high school that, wearing costumes of dark faces was okay. Basically, it's because blacks were basically painting their face white, and whites were basically painting their black faces black. Now, Megan, now they say that you are a highly educated person, Megan. I find it very interesting that you claim that you had no idea that what you said was going to be offensive, and you thought that you could basically get away with it. You, Megan, you have a habit of inadvertently or subliminally throwing in little racist statements as far when it comes to race itself. Now, I understand that you are no longer you are no longer an employee of NBC. That basically they have fired you. They have fired you. Now, I knew that basically you had a show, but basically I wasn't going to watch that show. And the reason why I wasn't going to watch that show is because I knew that they put you in that 9 o'clock spot, and they took out two of the best people that was in that 9 o'clock spot, and that the ratings were very good, and that NBC basically was making money with Al Roker and Tamron Hall. Now, Tamron Hall was excellent. Tamron Hall knew her business. She knew her news. She was very likable. She didn't really, cause any controversy. Her and Al, they did pretty good, but NBC decided that they wanted to do something new. The reason why is because they wanted this new hot blonde that was basically on Fox. And they figured that, this new hot blonde would bring in more ratings uh, than Al and Tamara. Well, basically, what has happened? What has happened? This is what has happened. Megyn has walked in some mud and has said a lot of things. And she has basically tried to cover up a lot of racist issues, things that she knew what she was doing, but she was trying to inadvertently throw it in there. Now, Megyn, yeah, you apologize, but I'm not accepting that apology because it's too much history out here for you not to know that blackface, when it comes to the African American and the people of color, that is a no-no. I find it very, very interesting that you would get on TV with your fake crocodile tears and apologize. You apologized twice, and I still haven't accepted it. And I won't. Because in the long run, you are making it like a hot bandit. The reason why I say you're making it out of a hot bandit is because the contract that you signed was a $70 million contract. You basically you've already made 23 million out of the 69 million, which basically is going to even out to $70 million. So it's not like you can't get another job. You don't have to work another day in your life if you don't want to. You don't even have to work. You're set up for life. I don't even know what your expenses is, and I don't really care. But really, really, Megyn, you are no longer, your case has been closed. You have been fired. And I'm glad that NBC fired you, although I think NBC made a serious mistake. But then again, I don't know. You know, I'm sure that you will probably pop back up somewhere else. Maybe you'll do your own cable show, or maybe you'll do your own podcast, to spew all that hate, that undercover hate that basically you have. Now, when you brought in Roland Martin, that was one of the best things that you did. Because basically, I saw that. I saw that interview, and he basically broke it down to you and the audience around the world who basically tuned in to hear and to see exactly what Roland Martin had to say when it came to black faces. And Roland Martin broke it down. He explained as to why it is not okay, white people, colonizers, for you to go around and paint your face black. Now, a lot of you all know the history, but basically, you do it anyway. Basically, it's because you feel that you could do this because you feel that you have privilege to be able to stomp and to be able to walk over a race of people, which you think that's going to go away with all of this racist hatred things that you're doing to our race. But guess what? It's not going to work. It's not going to work because every time you try to do something, we come back. We come back twice as strong. You can't do it. We are here. We're here. So basically, this video is basically for Megyn Kelly. Megyn, I'm sure that 99% of people who have platforms are telling you that you were wrong in what you said, and that you knew exactly what you were doing, because I believe you knew the history of black faces. You knew it. But you chose to do what you did. And then what you tried to say is you tried to slip a little subliminal message saying that you were right because those people who, because of how was it, is that the people that was right that think the way you do was right. So that was like a little subliminal thing that you basically threw in there. What say ye? What say you? This is my verdict. My verdict is that you are guilty. Guilty of saying that it's okay to do a black face, and then the fact that you were going to you use an example of one of the housewives. Now that's another video to do. But let me just say this before I close it. Now, when it comes to Halloween costumes, and it seems that when Halloween comes around, you white people, you guys go berserk because you think it's okay. You think it's funny. But what happens if the shoe is on the other foot? What happens if that someone, put your neck, and I just recently saw over the internet where there were a group of white people and there was this black girl, and I don't even know why she was even there. It was this black girl who basically had a noose over her neck, and it was these two white girls, and they were making fun of the fact that they were lynching a black woman. That's not okay. That is not okay. And for some reason, you guys think that this country will never, this country will never be the way that you think. Let's make America great again. But what you guys have really done is that America is seriously have hate, have a serious problem with hate. And it's sad. It's really sad. But really, this video is for Megyn. Megyn, I don't believe you. I think you knew what you were doing. And yes, you have been fired. And I'm glad you have been fired. I'm glad that you have been fired. But really, you still make out like a fat bandit because you still gonna get, they still gonna pay you your the contract that basically you signed for 69 million. And they tell me that basically you're getting ready to do a suit onto the Me Too movement. This ain't got nothing to do with a Me Too movement. So I'm telling you, don't you even part your mouth saying that you have been victimized. I can't see how you have been victimized. So it ain't working. Next case, please share this video. Please become a subscriber to this video. Comment on this video, and I'll see you guys soon. I have a video. I made my review and recount on Greenleaf. I did 2 episodes. I did the episode 8 and 9, so this will probably be coming up real soon. Thank you. Have a great weekend.